One late night at a rest stop somewhere within the Great Smoky Mountains, that the by now third version of the cell phone rang on Little Ram's console that lifted her from a doze. She'd lain across the seats to get a few winks. The tiny ring purred in the car like a mechanical insect. She snatched the thing off the dash, her eyes not focused enough to read the little numbers. This better be good. Stretch! Ballinger! Bill! What the hell? She sat up and scrunched spent Slim Jim and potato chip packets. Boyfriend of yours. I gotta talk to him about this. She held up the phone and frowned at the dull glow that meant the world beamed rays over craggy ridges into this place. Carlisle tried to reach Chris not long ago, but their conversation sounded like a static clogged AM radio. Somehow, Bill Ballinger cut through the mist-shrouded peaks and forests. You sure you're not behind my car? Listen, Midsummer Music Festival, first weekend August at Main Street Beer Company. Got low country bluegrass out of South Carolina. Got Vassar Clements with them. This college rock party called King Conga out of Mississippi, and those guys from here use Carlotta, know them. Alternative country rockabilly, what you call it. Good stuff. Want you in that number. Then there's Watermelon Festival after that. She pushed her head deeper into the small pillow against the armrest. Uh-huh. Bill, I'm on the road. Well, roads coming into Richmond? Why'd I want to come back to stand on asphalt in 1,000,000,000 degrees? Oh, Main Street's got tents. Watermelon inside Plan 9. They got this new-fangled machine called air conditioning. You ever hear of such a thing? Bill, the hottest thing in there'll be you. Bill, she rubbed her temple. Come on now. You'll be in there with Terry Garland and Little Ronnie. Again. This new girl, kind of thing. Big voice. All original Susan, Greenboom from up north. Heard her, but Greenbaum, I think. Carlisle stared at the perforation in Little Ram's ceiling cover to match dates and places in her head. August, sparse. A year since she left Chris and Bocephus. 5 months since she and the boy made a decent night of plaster snow. Carlisle rolled into town one grainy March afternoon for Chris, the single person she called or wanted to see. The faulty phone connection left him uncertain about whether she intended to pass through. The same Chris, who the morning after made breakfast and somehow put her back on the road. He asked to hear that Bonnie Raitt song that got Carlisle's middle name wrong. She didn't want to. She wouldn't remember the words. I'm the audience, Chris insisted. He rapped his fist against the screen porch door frame. Bocephus yawned and stretched his spotted legs, then sat. Chris nodded. Me and Bocephus want to hear. Even tuning for The Road's My Middle Name filled her eyes. She summoned up steadiness that may have compressed the piece's emotional quality for the purpose of keeping her composure. The difficulty of getting through the song made her think such a brief interlude a mistake. Chris demanded, you come back again, and you stay longer than a night and a day. She didn't disagree. This near celibacy shit and the lost charm of the 9 geishas was worse than not smoking. What was that, Stretch? Bill Ballinger strained to hear in Richmond. Nothing. Listen, Bill, I'll call you later, okay? But we're talking paying gigs, right? Carlisle! I ever get you anything that didn't put some American money in your jeans? I gotta think about that. Save you the trouble. Survey says never. Okay. What's that? Phone fuzzed. I'll do the damn thing at the brewery. Amen, sister, but hey, listen up. I want to have some of the live wires, whoever I can round up, put some American money in their jeans, too. I'll see what I can do. Watermelon Festival? She dropped a wrist across her forehead. I'll fly solo. Cool beans, keep it between the ditches. Headlights swept across Little Ram. Carlisle propped on her elbows to squint toward the newcomer. Not a trooper, another traveler. She rubbed her eyes and pictured gunning Little Ram through rain and blasting sun, and how on a humid afternoon in front of a parking lot bubbling with woohooing drunks, she'd belt weary tunes from the 4 food groups of love, lust, adventure, and regret. Richmond called her home.